Hello everyone, it's me Mirza Naeem. Welcome back to another video lecture. In this lecture, we'll try to understand what are the units used in strength of materials. So without any further delay, let's get started. So how to understand units used in strength of material? Before that, we'll try to understand what this course is all about. So SOM is basically classified into two major parts. One is logical development of concept. Let me write here. One is logical development of concept. And another one is applying that concept to practical problems. Application of concepts to practical problems, right? So it is mainly classified into two major parts. So one is logical applications, so logical concepts, and those concepts we are going to apply for practical problems. Like I mentioned, it is most important as a civil engineer to know the material properties and characteristics of the material for the safe design. So as a civil engineer, we are going to design for buildings, bridges, dams, etc. So what all are the elements used in this construction? Let's say concrete, steel, wood, etc. So these all material, how it will undergo under external loading. So we are trying to understand the logical part and we are going to apply for a practical problems. So now let's try to understand the units used in strength of materials. So we are using SI units in this course. So SI units will be used So the basic units are meters for length, kilogram for mass, these are the basic units you already know. For length we are using meters, represent with L. For mass we are using kilogram, let's say M. For time we represent with seconds, that is T, seconds, let's say T is a time. Let's try to understand. Area equals to, let's say, length into breadth, let's say L in meters into L in meters, which gives meter square. For velocity we know that distance by time, so L by time. If you substitute this value here, so that will be meters per second. And for acceleration, that is rate of change of velocity is nothing but acceleration, which is meter per second square. Now force will represent with P is nothing but mass into acceleration, right? So let's say mass in kg into acceleration in meter per second. So therefore kg meter per second. So generally we call this as Newton, right, which is denoted by N. So wherever in numericals we are using Newton for force. Now we'll try to understand kilopascal. So which is the units of force is nothing but, so let's say 1 kilopascal equals to 10 to the power of 3 Pascal, that is 10 to the power of 3 Newton per meter square. That gives rise to 10 to the power of 3 Newton per 10 to the power of 3 mm square. Just I am converting meters into mm whole square. Therefore 1 kilopascal equals to 10 to the power of 3 Newton per 10 to the power of 6 mm square. So we can write as 1 kilopascal equals to, so 3 get cancelled, 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton per mm square. So wherever in numericals in the question it asks for kilopascal, we can simply write as 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton per mm square. So for example, in the question it asks 60 kilopascal. So that is 60 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton per mm square, right? Next we'll try to understand one megapascal. So which is equals to 10 to the power of 6 Pascal, and we know 1 Pascal equals to Newton per meter square, that is 10 to the power of 6 Newton per meter square, 10 to the power of 6 Newton per, I am converting this meter square into mm square, that is 10 to the power of 3 mm whole square. Therefore 1 megapascal equals to 10 to the power of 6 Newton per 10 to the power of 6 mm square. So 10 to the power of 6, 10 to the power of 6 get cancelled. So we have 1 megapascal equals to 1 Newton per mm square. Next we have gigapascal. Let's say 1 gigapascal equals to 10 to the power of 9 Pascal, and we know 10 to the power of 9 Pascal is nothing but Newton per meter square. 10 to the power of 9 Newton per 10 to the power of 3 mm whole square. Therefore 10 to the power of 9 Newton per 10 to the power of 6 mm square. So which gives rise to 1 gigapascal equals to 10 to the power of 3, the 6, 9 get cancelled, remaining 10 to the power of 3 Newton per mm square. Right? So if in question they given like 60 gigapascal, that is equals to 60 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton per mm square. Hope you understand the units.